Okay, it's Andre Rashad right here, and it is currently 9:09 a.m. I was just waking from my uh, next dream. This dream ended up being more fighting, and I remember there hearing the sound of a dark voice, Cardinal, there's right away, in a way, but basically was in telling me, embodying the serpent, basically speeding up the energy within. It can basically be misused, mishandled, or used properly. Once embodied, they were firing shots, ended up leading into this tunnelway. Once the energy was activated, it was activated very quickly in a urgency. But once it was activated, you know, you're able to utilize it for your advantage, but it can also become a disadvantage as well when you don't know how to control it or if you misuse it once again. So, say you are in basically critical danger, you could attempt to sit there and fight and fight those who are chasing you, or you could actually just successfully flee. That's what I took from it. Basically, want to fight after a dude tried to challenge me to one, and then that led to some more parkour. I remember there was a little girl singing, and she was basically signaling where this character was. That didn't go too well for her. And this individual just so happened to be on the heavier set, the one who challenged me to we'll call it a duel. And basically, I was this all began from leading into this room after I was basically swifting through the air, unlocking the powers and utilizing them while running through and just seeing different people. Kind of looked like it was a big school in a way, but then again, it looked like it was like just a big building, like a big building. And that's where the scene ended. Went in from like a factory area, looking like the back of like a hardware store or like um a warehouse with a uh, big ceilings with stuff stacked up to where you'd have to use like the cranes or whatever and the little lifts to get up to them. Very big buildings. So shifting through there, basically looking like I'm on an air. We can call it a hoverboard, but just like sifting through the air, just randomly, like just sifting through. And that's where it was in the beginning of it. And it led to the fight. And basically, my style was after he challenged me, I couldn't really hear what he kept saying because some people like to talk very fast, and then some people get irritated by people who they talk slow. But if I were to start talking like this, and what am I doing? Some people like to like. I don't know what that is about people that do that, but just I just know that they do it. So he basically, we were going to be bench pressing. I was going to bench pressing, and he wanted to use some things that we had that for. It kind of looked like mini pillows, but I'm like, man, I don't gotta use that. And then it led to more people ending up in that room. It was weird situation. Everything switched up very fast. And then basically bet me something and then had like these keys or something, and pretty much he lost. The man lost. It ended up being a female there from his side, and I guess it was somebody there on my side. And what happened with this is he lost the fight, and my style, he was more boxing, and then my style just so happened to be more martial. And in a way, like, what's his name? I don't think the name is Lee, but Law. The style is more like Law from Tekken. And I guess he knew like he was going to lose then. But I say fights go either way. Not a no, really. You don't ever really know because you can make mistakes and or you may not make them. But if you do make them, hey, 9:18 a.m. But yeah, so I'm like, hey man, basically he lost. My character or me basically was highly upset after that because they ended up taking these keys and running off. And I'm like, no, I'm basically like I'm leaving with something. And there was a video that was um, showing something. There ended up being a DVD player. Random stuff just started popping up into this space, by the blink of an eye. But I was moving in circles as I was fighting, bouncing around on my tippy toes. And if there was a camera recording, it would basically be panning behind me. But yes, so that ended up leading to the parkour scene after the fight. There was a belt that he had that was kind of like a award belt. People that titles as they call them. And he was starting to cry after because I was telling whoever I was with, I was like, "Where's that belt? Where's your belt?" And I took it because they had what they had, and the woman had my stuff. Pretty much whatever we bet, we didn't get it. I'm like, no, we're getting something. We're leaving with something. Cause it's like, why do y'all keep trying to keep playing? It's like getting over on people when people are being genuine with you, but y'all want to be, you know, shiesty and shitty. So we ended up getting the belt. The dude that was getting the stuff was like, "Man, I'm just doing this because man, you lost. It was fair." And he not about to do this because I was getting on his heels too. Whoever I was with, like, nah, like you. I don't remember exactly what, but it was like obviously it was something, but that made me ticked off towards whoever I was with too. And it's like, no, bro, like I was by myself with one other person when before the dream transitioned within the same space. So, and before more people start popping up randomly. So also in the three dreams and the seven bites with the four more that were found later, I was getting my hair done by Kim's girl. I mean Gloria's girl, just for future references. But okay, back to this scene of this movie. And the dude was very highly upset because I was rocking him, dropping him. I remember him saying like 72 something, like he was gonna bet something like that or something. I kept saying like what? Because I still couldn't get what he was saying. It's like what? And he was saying it fast, and I hate when people do stuff like that. Like bro, just talk normal, bro. But I learned that some people be doing that stuff to try to swindle people. It's like they don't want you to comprehend it. No, there's times where you can get it where it's at a quicker speed, but then when you try to act like you're a fucking commercial trying to hurry up, like you got a deadline that you have to meet, so you have to hurry up and do that shit like you're pressing on a fast forward button. Come on, bro, stop it. That's like y'all trying to alter light energy. Light energy don't even damn near operate like that. In a sense, it does, and in a sense, it does not. But somebody from his end basically came through, start helping, and they start shooting once again. It's always like that. And yeah, he started to make it through, and I remember there being water inside of this area at the end. And basically, the vision went infrared in a way, or kind of like, I don't know what type of color that is, but basically inverted. I want to say it kind of looked inverted in a way, like when it got focused in after the serpent energy came in and was activated, and that was interesting there. But it was like you don't. What I took from that is basically you don't go back and chase, bro. You don't chase what's chasing you. You know, if they're playing hunt, you play get away. Simple as that. You know, if you are playing hunt, it's a different story. That's where you have time to play sneak and everything be stealth. If not, don't do it. Don't be dumb. It can cost you critical damages. But, to each his own.